I always wanted to do it my whole life, ever since I was a kid. But life took over with you get married, you got a kid, you starting a business, and so you keep putting it off. And then I knew that it would require a lot of travel. So it wasn't until the kids were raised, and then me and the wife got divorced, that I thought, you know what, I'm going to go do something for me now. And so started doing it. And within the first year, I opened for the band The Loving Spoonful at a fair. But it wasn't that I opened, they just wanted comedians to fill the time, the half hour between bands when they stripped down the stage and put it back up. So I wouldn't say open, shared the stage, filled the dead air time. That was awesome because it's at a concert. You can imagine being on a concert venue, like the movie that just came out, Lady Gaga. You go on the stage for the first time. So fortunately for me, it went well because I've seen where it doesn't go well when they're there for music, they're not there for comedy, and it usually goes badly. But it went well. I grew up on comedy record albums for, like Cosby, though he got in trouble now, and, the old guys, Cheech and Chong, stuff like that. The albums were the way, that was what we learned, grew up on. And then now, the specials are fun now, to current. Well, my brother was on a sitcom. He was the grandson of Making for Granddaddy, so I ought to say that. But I liked different shows. Carabinet Show was wonderful. Laugh-In was one of my favorites. My favorite growing up was Red Skelton. I watched Groundhog Day over and over. It's an inspiration, but it's kind of funny, not so much a comedy film. But Caddyshack, the corny, goofy things, yeah. I can't think of any right now. You put me on the spot. I'm trying to think of something. There was something very funny the other day. Yeah, I just can't. There's so many different ones. I can't put my finger on the one I think is the best. Well, if he was alive, Robin Williams. I don't know. I like to work with so many. I like right now just getting to do comedy with different people. But I don't know. I like a few. I like Jim Gaffigan and Kathleen Madigan and a few others like that. Maybe Kevin Hart or Tiffany Haddish. I like Tiffany an awful lot. I think she's amazing. Probably Red Skelton, Jerry Lewis, my personal friend Jimmy Gunn, who's passed away, and he was just wonderful. And let's see, maybe Kevin Hart, and Chris Rock. I've looked at recently looking into doing the improv stuff. Jimmy Gunn was a big improv guy, and he passed away, so. And so I actually reached out to an improv troupe to see if I couldn't join him and try that a little bit. Yeah. I produce a lot of comedy shows and perform and do a lot of shows all over and stuff, but it seems like the production end of it's more my forte. And also I do a comedy radio show where we interview comedians and guests and different actors and stuff on the show. And so I'm really trying to push towards the radio show part of it more than, but I'd still like to travel and do the comedy, but I'm thinking that the radio show just seems to be working better for me. The radio show is called The Vinyl Thought with a V, and we play old school records, and then we interview TV guests and movie stars and stuff. And then I'm on Facebook. It's just Joe Hughes with the word comedian, and you'll find me easy enough because there's a million Joe Hugheses. So you put comedian with it, and I'll pop up. That they had fun, that they got to smile. I mean, that's the most important thing. Is it's like. Nothing's better than when that audience, you'll tell a joke and some of them will get it and a few others might enjoy it. And comedy's subjective. But when the whole audience likes the same joke, that's a home run. And when they all laugh and they're all happy and they walk having had a good time, at the end of the day, that's the best part of the whole thing. That's why we do it. Hi, I'm Joe Hughes. Check out my interview on acutiepie.com.